Hey guys, what's up? Dominator Crafts back with another video. So today, what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys some basic tutorial on how to get started doing Bedrock commands. So to start, I'm just going to go over a couple game settings that you should probably know about. So you just go into your command bar in chat. This is the easiest way to do this. The three you really need to know about is obviously command block output. This one is extremely annoying if you have it on. You always want to put that on false, because what will happen if you have that true, every single time a command block activates, it'll tell you what happened. So if it's like I don't know, testing for a player, it'll keep saying found player, found player, found player, found player, found player, found player, and your chat will be absolutely destroyed. So no matter what, this setting you always want false. Next, you can always go ahead, this one, I don't know how you're doing commands if you don't have this. Obviously, you need to have command blocks enabled set to true. Okay. The last one, this one isn't as common to use. However, I use it a lot. So, sorry. Oh, right. Yeah, so. Sorry, I totally messed that up. Game rule. And then if we look here and we go to do immediate respawn, this one, it depends on the thing. For example, if you want someone to die and then get an item as soon as they die, you will want this to be true. This is something I have in my Minecraft Manhunt setup. I'll have that linked in the description and top right of the screen right now. But that's required, so as soon as the player dies, they come back and can get the compass. Because if you don't have that on, it's all a variable of how long it takes them to click the respawn button. Okay? Next, I'm going to show you guys the three basic types of command blocks. So first is the impulse. The impulse is really basic. All it does is, as soon as it's activated, it does what it's supposed to. So if I put a redstone block there to activate it, it says hi in the chat. Okay, we can keep doing this. Next is going to be a repeat command block. So if we were to, example, have this do say hi, what would happen if we powered this? It starts saying hi a lot. Okay. Next, this one actually, the chain block, always has to come out of another like command block. And here, I'll keep this how this was just to show you guys. The chain block is the only time where these arrows on the command block matter. If you have chain blocks, you always have to have the arrows going into each other. So if you wanted to have a impulse with the chain block on it, so for example, if we said, had this one do say hi, and this would do say, I don't know, say sub to me lol. Okay. First, I'm going to power that block because this one needs redstone. Next, when we power this, it'll say hi sub to me lol. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you guys the always active. So as you see here, it says repeat unconditional. The redstone part here, you can switch this between needs redstone and always active. So remember before how we had to place the redstone block for this to say hi? Now, it'll just keep saying hi. And if we want this to do, say, sub to me, you'll notice it's not going to say that at all. It would be saying hi sub to me, but it's not. That's because this needs redstone. So if we put this on always active, as you can see, it says hi sub to me. Okay. The last thing that we want to look at, this is really only useful for chain blocks. Okay, but we'll have this, our impulse. And then it's really this middle thing here, the condition. Okay, unconditional means that no matter what, every time after this activates, this will activate. But if you put it at conditional, and we do, let's say we have a command that can fail, so something that is just like a say. So we do test for the nearest player with the tag of Bob. I will go over what this all means in a bit. But practically, that's testing for the nearest player that has the tag of Bob, and if we do, we'll have it say, hi Bob. Okay. So right now, if we do this, as you can see, it doesn't say hi Bob. That's because nothing matched, so this can't activate. But if I give myself the Bob tag, then we do this, it says hi Bob, because now someone does have Bob tag. I'm gonna quickly get rid of the Bob tag. So that is the basics for like how the command blocks themselves work. If you were wondering, you put command input here. Actually, here, one last thing I'm going to show you quick. So this is a nifty little feature. It's called the delay in ticks. So, for example, we can have this, and then have do say hi. What this will do is it'll only say hi every 10 ticks. This also works with impulse blocks, so if you put a 10 tick delay on this, and have do say hi, once I place this block down, it'll say hi 10 ticks after I place the block. So that's really good if you want to have like a bit of a time after the block activates to do what it needs to do. Last thing, this is super basic, is the hover note. All it does is it puts this up here. This is really just for organization. Next, I'm going to show you some of the most useful commands. So I'm just going to show you some of the basic ones right now. Game mode, it allows you to edit your game mode. It's really basic. Okay. Next is a really useful one, is clear. So if you're doing a bunch of commands and you have way too much stuff in your inventory, you can quickly do the /clear command, your inventory's wiped. Another one is weather, which allows you to clear, make it rain, thunder, or query. I don't even remember how to say that. But what that'll do is if you do this, it'll show you what the weather state is. Another one of the most basic ones is the same. Okay, it's time, which is pretty similar to weather. So if you do time, and then you do, for example, you do day, daytime, or game time, and that'll tell you how long this game has been running. Another thing you can do is time add, which allows you to add as much time as you want to the game. Can't really notice that. This is the best one, time set, and you either put in a specific like number. So for example, if I wanted to be time 1000, that's like right at the very start of the day. If I were to do time set, you can also do things like sunrise, so right as the sun, well, sunrise, you know. Next, we're going to look at some of the less popular commands, but still really useful. So one of these I use all the time. It's called ticking area. What this does is it'll make a chunk be permanently loaded. So for example, if you have like a spawn area that has a bunch of commands, and you want no matter what those commands to be working, you'd put a ticking area. So what this allows you to do, okay, as you can see, we can add ticking areas, remove all of the ticking areas, or list our ticking areas. Here, I'm going to go ahead and add a ticking area. Here you get two options. You can either set two sets of coordinates. So for example, if I want to make a 10 by 10 by 10 ticking area, I can just call it whatever. I'll call it sublul, okay? Now I added that ticking area. You can also do ticking area, add circle, which adds a circle-like structure of ticking areas. So if we did this, we just center it around me and do a 3 radius. The max radius for a circle is 4, by the way. So if you want a big ticking area, you have to get the coordinates. But we do that, and we'll call this, cause I like subs, pulled sub low there. And now we have some ticking areas. I already had some on this world because this is a big redstone world, so I needed them. I'm actually gonna set the time to day quick. Okay, there we go. Another one, which this is probably my absolute favorite command, is the execute command. So the execute command is a really useful command. So usually when you use a command, it's either you or a block who's using it. But with the execute command, you can make any entity do the command. So for example, if you needed, I don't know, it's really situational, but for example, if you had an armor stand that you needed that armor stand to make a 10 by 10 area of blocks around it, what you do is you do execute at E, and then you can put in type, this is the type of entity, at E is at entity, and then we put the armor stand, okay, and then you always put the tilde tilde tilde, that means their location. And then what we could do is like give at P, let's just give me a compass, I guess, okay? Now, I don't think there's an armor stand in this world right now, which is fine. Armor stands are pretty useful because they're stationary, and you can always use that execute on them, okay? These last two are probably the absolute commands that everyone needs to know. These are going to allow you to do so much. So first is Scoreboard. Scoreboard is used for so many things. It can be used for money. It can be used for literally scoreboards. It can also be used just as like a placeholder, or kind of like a value you want to give to a player. So if you want to number all your players 1 to 10, you would give them all a different score. So if I want to do like Scoreboard, I'm not going to go deep in how this works, but if I add in an objective of player, add player dummy, that's gonna add a player objective, and then if I do scoreboard players set as, now I'm player 1. So if I ever want to say, hey, check if player 1's on the game, all we do is you test for all players with, this is annoying what to do, with scores, then you do player, equal to 1, close it off, and there we go, it found me, okay? That's a lot of the basics of commands. Here is the last big one right here, tag. This goes hand in hand with Scoreboard. So tag is kind of like Scoreboard, but what it is it allows you to set a tag. So for example, when I did tag Bob, so if I do add Bob again, now I have the Bob tag. So for example, if you're at spawn and you have the Bob tag, you get teleported away from spawn, I can do that. That's what tags are really for. Tags are for identifying players as a specific type, mainly. So I use this in my Minecraft Manhunt, like I said before, as to tell, so the game knows who is the hunter and who's the speedrunner. That's how tag works most of the time. Well, thank you guys for watching this beginner's guide to how to do commands on Minecraft Bedrock. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider hit the like, subscribe, and the bell for more weekly content. See you guys next time.